Imagine you're at a college party. The music is loud, it's dark, everyone's drinking, having fun. That is until the end of the party and it starts to wind down, and a person stumbles up to you, and then she chokes out the words, or he. I think I've been raped. Now imagine if this is your sister, a relative, a friend of yours. What would you do? In this speech, I'm going to persuade you to take a stand against rape culture in America and try to talk about it, to defend the victims and stand up for them. Now, when I mean rape culture in America, I don't mean that we as a country condemn or support the idea of rape. It's only the society that has ads or social media or even people that influence the idea that it's okay to do these things. According to the Rape, Assault, Incest National Society, over 60% of rape victims are under the age of 18 and over 40% are under the age of 30. Unfortunately, this is a common and unfortunate incident that happens way too often in our country. Less likely, but still just as valid, men can be rape victims too. The RAINN also states that around 33% of men are raped, and every 107 seconds there is a sexual assault victim happening right now. But there are steps that you can take to prevent this from happening, to always support the victims. One of the main things you can do is always listen to the victim and take their word for it. They might be scared, shamed, even guilted into not saying anything, but it's always your best interest to hear them out and to listen to them. The next thing you can do, but it's always up to the victim to decide this, is to report it to a police officer or head to the doctor immediately. According to the National Academic Association, they did several campus studies that showed that around 27% of women stated that they had a non-consensual sexual harassment incident happen to them. At some campuses, this jumped to 29%, and at others, it jumped to 37%. Overall, my purpose in this speech was to tell you that rape does not just happen to women, but men also, and the steps that you can take to prevent it. Do you remember when I told you that there was probably a person at a party that this happened to, or that for you to imagine that this could happen to your relative, sister, or just a friend in general, or just a random stranger? Even as I speak now, there's always a person, or even as I speak now, there's probably a person out there who is feeling hurt and scared, thinking about what their next step is if this has happened to them. But you can be that person, and we can be the people to take a stand with them and for them. Of course, I can give you this information because I, as a woman, probably have a chance